welcome back to Philly Cam Sessions. We're speaking with Kendrah Butler of Diva Nation. Kendrah, can you tell us a little bit about the contribution of women in jazz?
Yeah, the contribution of women in jazz has been tremendous. You know, speaking in terms of Philadelphia, you can take a look at Trudy Pitts, you know, world famous organist and pianist, who's made huge contributions just to jazz in general, you know. And then, you know, one of my personal favorites in terms of women in jazz would be Mary Lou Williams, pianist, Nina Simone, Nancy Wilson, you know, and the list goes on and on and on. But, you know, there definitely is a need for the presence of women in the jazz genre. And it's really coming up here in Philadelphia, and Diva Nation has been an excellent opportunity to showcase women, you know, of really all genres of music.
And how's it like working with such talented women?
It's been a good experience, you know. Everyone brings their own kind of expertise to the table. We've had an opportunity to really sit down and just flesh out a lot of music, work on arrangements, getting arrangements together, working on some original works of theirs, and instituting some original works of my own as well. And so it's been a wonderful opportunity. But women in jazz seems like a new movement. I think on the previous shows, Renda Farrington and I, she and I actually collabed and co-sponsored this Women in Jazz finale concert for the month of March, where my band Envision, which features amazing female vocalists, Shamika Bird, and we have a female drummer, Sadea Roberts, myself on keys, and a floating bass player, if you will. But you know, we had this huge movement of women in jazz and did this amazing concert, and now I have the opportunity to work with you and the rest of the Diva Nation ladies. So it's been an excellent experience in Philadelphia.
That's great. Tell us about the folks that performed with you today.
Sure. In terms of the rhythm section, we had Bobby Whitt on bass, awesome bass player, and Daryl Jackson on drums, another fantastic drummer. And then part of my team, I guess, if you will, are featured Lizzie Falantes, vocalist, Barbara Montgomery, vocalist, and Sauda Akbar, another vocalist. And they're all fantastic, amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So. Each one brings their own flavor, their own approach to their interpretation of jazz.
Definitely, definitely. And, you know, they each have a different voice, you know, a different type of, it's interesting working with, I say my team, but, you know, they all have something to contribute, which makes it awesome, you know, just to work with them collectively.
And stylistically, what we saw today was just amazing.
Totally different styles. I mean, you have Barbara, she did a tune by a French poet, Leo Ferré, a tune called Avec le temps. And it's this beautiful 6/8 tune. Wow. And then you have Sauda, who did an original arrangement of hers. It's called Never Let Me Go. Beautiful ballad. Really beautiful. And then you have Liz, where she and I worked on arranging a standard jazz tune, Night in Tunisia, and she just blew it out the water. So
no doubt about it. It was really, really, really good. So last thing I want to ask you is, when you work with vocalists, you have to approach your playing a little bit different. What's in the act of accompanying for you?
Sure. Well, first, as a pianist, you know, you don't want to bang on it to distract them from, you know, from what they're doing, but you really want to complement them. You know, I've been playing with vocalists for a while now, and it's still a craft that I'm learning to master. You know, no one is perfect, but you know, in my time of learning how to accompany vocalists is really complementing what they're bringing. And then, you know, you have your other instrumentalists who are also doing the same thing, just to make a really awesome holistic experience for the viewers and the listeners of the music.
Wow. Thank you so much,
Kendrah. Thank you, Homer.
It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you folks out there in TV land for joining us on Philly Cam Sessions. We'll see you next time with something else exciting from Philadelphia. See you then.